Good morning all, or good afternoon, or whatever it is where you are now. It's morning here in London, 7 AM, and another day with a tube strike. Fantastic. But anyway, that topical update aside, what I wanted to go through in this quick video is a little script to do a string comparison, a VBScript. And when yesterday I put up the post on the blog, saris.blogspot.com, I talked about hashes and checksums and how we could visit a website, get the hash, the checksum, and generate our own and then do a comparison. Now we can put these side by side and that's fine, but if you've got a much longer string where you've got maybe a body of text that you want to verify is exactly the same, checking it by eye can be a little bit tricky. So what we've got is this. In fact, let's just copy this. Whoops, run on a bit. A little string comparer. So what it says is enter the strings you want to compare. Okay, I'll put that one in. Put a second one in, and let's just make a slight difference. It says, is the string case to match each other? Sometimes the string case is irrelevant. Sometimes the website might provide it, say, in all capitals if it's the letters, and the hash generator might do it in uppercase, but therefore that the string case in that instance is or isn't relevant. So string case to match, let's say yes. And this is a little test that I've put into the code. So the first string is this one, okay. Second string is this one. This is a way of just making sure it seems to be working. Result is -1, and of course -1 means that the strings do not match. Okay, so if we run through the comparator again, okay, first string, second string, so I might change the wording on that. Do you want the string to match? Yeah, yes. Did we say no last time? So the first string, second string, that's fine. Result is 0. Great, the two strings do match. And that's all the program does. So what we'll do, let's just put the code into there. Let's have a walkthrough of the code. I'm going to put the blog post up on here. I'll put this URL into the description on the video, and do remember to subscribe. I'm going through a backlog of VBScript, Ruby, testing templates, etc. So I'll be putting lots of stuff up on YouTube, so do go and subscribe to the channel. That'd be great, and leave some comments and rate, etc. So let's just do a quick walkthrough and see what we've got here. Always start VBScript with option explicit so we don't have any orphaned variables. Here we've put all of our variables on the same line because they're all strings, denoted by a leading lowercase s, and the title that we'll use on the dialog boxes is string compare. Actually, I wonder if we can walk through. Okay, string comparison, there's the title, and the prompt is enter the strings you want to compare. Okay, and really what we could have done was had sprompt1, sprompt2, enter the first string, enter the second string, but that's fine. So that's all set up, that's straightforward enough. And then a little comment that says let's get the strings to compare, and obviously the first thing we've seen here is that there's a input box come up. It's using sprompt, here we are, enter the strings you want to compare, and stitle. Great, okay. And then the second string. So all we're doing is variable assignment by getting data from these input boxes. Okay, so now we've got the data, what do we do next? We check if the string's case should match or it can stay the same, stay as they are. So we have another variable, string format, here it is already declared up here, now in use, and its assignment is a message box. Let's just walk through this, so we'll do that. Oops. We can move this positioning, but it doesn't matter for this example. So here we are. Message box says change case to match. Okay, we're using VB yes no cancel. Here they are. VB question mark. That's fine. Default button 2 is a no, and VB system modal. Okay, so we've got to do something with this box. And obviously we're using stitle string comparison again, so that's straightforward enough. Did the match? No, I think we kept saying yes last time. Now what I've done here is, hang on, let's see, so what happens now is there's a check invisible to us, but we're saying if the string format that we've just asked the user about is no, then just do a comparison. Don't do anything with it, just do a comparison. And we're using this method here, this string comparison that comes from VBScript. I haven't created that. Oh, and obviously we're doing an assignment to our next variable sResult. There are some ways we could compress this code, but again, it's not really necessary. However, if the user hasn't clicked no, then string format equals VB yes. Remember we had 3 buttons, yes, no, cancel, so we need to check on all of them. Then put the first and the second string to lowercase and change the value of the result to the compared now lowercase first string and second string. So we modify the text slightly and just put it to lowercase. That's all that's happening. Or if it's not VB no or VB yes, then they must have hit cancel, in which case looks like you hit cancel and we're out. That's it, that's the if statement. We're just checking if they said yes, if they said no, and otherwise they must have hit cancel. So then we get our first message box, and it says the first string is plus the string, okay, and I've put that as it's just a test, because you can get rid of these, but again it's just a way to make sure that when we get here everything is as we expect. Second string is the string, okay, the result is 0. 0 is true, -1 is false. So the 2 strings do match. So now when I come out of this little test code here, I know what I should be getting. And we've got an if statement here to say, well, if sResult equals 0, which it does, which it did, then the strings match and we're okay. The message box is they match, else they don't match. And that's all we're doing. Get the input, ask if we need to change case. If so, do a change. A little bit of output just to make sure that we're in the right place, that our code is doing what we expect. And again, this is test code, so it should come out when you go in, if we were going into production with this, which we won't, but you know what I mean. And then output the result of the string comparison. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that little intro, that little code walkthrough. And what I'll do, like I say, I'll put it on the onto the blog. Any comments or questions, give me a shout.